Hey, what's up friends? Go Hawks. Today we're talking about backdrops. I'm going to show you a little kit I got from Westcott. Alright, here we go. So, the first thing I noticed when I took this out of the box was the bag. I mean, it's pretty awesome. It's a little more, it's more than just a simple storage bag. It's got individual pockets for your stuff. So, here's the stands here. This feels very sturdy. Screw one of these puppies. Feels nice. It's got that kind of spring-loaded thing so it doesn't just slam dropped. All right. Everything is packaged nicely in plastic for your protection and hers. And it's great. I'll be setting this up today and exploring with a few different backdrop colors. I don't usually do unboxing videos, but I figured since I just grabbed this, I'd show you a few things about it. Stay tuned. We're going to put up the backdrops, shoot some video, and talk about self-taping. All right. Hey, y'all, we are back. As you can see, the backdrop stand is now up, and you can also probably tell why I'm using a backdrop, right? I need to cover that stuff on my wall because we need that neutral background for the self-taped audition. Reminders, great colors for backdrops, walls, etc., backgrounds, white, blue, gray, although pretty much anything neutral is probably going to work aside from really a crazy outlandish color or something like really distracting wallpaper. All right, see you in a second after we get the backdrop put on the stand. All right, so obviously now the backdrop has been put on the stand and we can see why I'm using the backdrop is because I want to cover up everything on the wall behind me. I don't want to have to take down posters, etc., every time I film a video. If you don't want to go full hog and purchase a backdrop stand and the backdrop, you can certainly use something like a sheet, right? As long as it's a light color, right? We don't want dark colors in our videos. We want lots of light, and that's why I'm using, this is a white, this is actually the back side of a backdrop that's actually quite dark, and I don't want to use a dark backdrop in my self-taped audition. I just think it just makes everything a bit too dark. So now I'm looking at the iPhone camera video, and as you know, I always will use AEAF lock to just kind of lock down and hold exposure. Okay, all right, so now I'm just kind of looking at things here. Things look pretty decent. The lights are, this one on this side is pretty much at my eye line. This one is a little bit higher than my eye line. And you can just kind of play around and experiment with lighting position. They're both relatively close with the camera. Now that the exposure is locked with the camera, I can also do things like I can move the light a little bit closer if I need more exposure on my face. Now, but looking at that, that looks a little bit too bright. So I'm just moving it back a little bit. Again, these are not on dimmers. So the only way I can control the intensity or the power of the lights is to bring them closer to me once I have AEAF lock initiated. Make a little tweak here. This one is in a pretty good spot there. So now I'm just checking with the iPhone video one more time. Things look pretty decent. The backdrop behind me is there, it's in place, it's neutral. There, I do see a shadow back there on the wall, but that doesn't bother me. There are no shadows on my face, right? Now I can't see that because I'm blind. But things look pretty decent here. All right, so we talked about backdrops, we talked about a backdrop stand, we talked about backdrop colors. That's all we're going to cover in this video. In my next video, I'm going to talk about camera settings and secondary camera apps outside of the iPhone camera that comes pre-installed because there are issues with sound synchronization. Audio and video can sometimes become desynced, or you're going to lose the sync, and when you export videos from the iPhone somewhere else, there's audio problems. The synchronization is not there. I'm going to talk to you about settings to make sure that your camera settings on your iPhone, if you're using the camera, are exactly where they should be to decrease the likelihood of sync problems. And we'll even talk about other camera apps you can explore in case you want to do something other than the iPhone camera app. All right, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. As always, if you like this video, please click that thumbs up. If you're interested in this kind of content, don't be shy, subscribe. And if you had a great time, share the video, tell your friends. Happy holidays. And please keep in touch. Always stay safe, and cheers.